What you have mentioned is really somewhat, I can relate to it, because I hear a lot of times people, like, they will say whatever, not because they want to talk bad about them, but just because how they are feeling, and because of their own emotions, these kind of negative talks come up. So when we're talking about being collaborative, of course those kind of words are going to be influencing the other person's reaction. It's going to also influence the kind of work that you are doing, the communication you have between each other. So instead of these words, this certain negativity, what would happen if we used affirmations and positive language in a professional setting, or when we're trying to collaborate with someone?
Of course, the affirmation and the positive language is a powerful tool. Now, let's say when we talk about the affirmation, the first statement that comes to me is "Hasbi Allah la ilaha illahu alayhi tawakkaltu wa huwa rabbul arshil azim." That means like we trust in Allah and we trust in Allah such that we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in control of all of our affairs. He will resolve it in the best way for us. So this is the first affirmation that we have to. So it like builds on our reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then we like always have to remember that we can succeed, we cannot succeed on our own. We cannot live on our own, because one of the reasons why we are created and dispersed to different geographical locations, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has again mentioned in the Quran that so that you may travel, you may get together, like you may know, learn, discover about each other. That means we have to like engage with other people. And when we engage with other people, like if we cannot strengthen our morale, that we cannot have that high himma where we talk about like, okay, I trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and I'm going to do whatever it takes to like solve the problem at hand. I'm going to support my people. Like I'm going to promote hope. Like in the literature, when we do the personal development literature, we always say there is light at the end of the tunnel, or like with the in the morning the sun comes up with a fresh light. So whatever problem that you are going through, you can always encounter this, like forget about the problems of yesterday and then you can improve. You can start with a fresh perspective. So it's important to have that promoting hope. So I would say affirmations are very important. The positive language is very important. Now let's take this example. I'll just give a positive example from a corporate setting. So I was working in a government organization, like a company, and we have one senior manager. Mm, uh, so this person always uses negative language or like foul language to even call people. He would say something negative, and I would say when I worked with him, it created so much negative vibe on a day-to-day basis. Now this person, let's say every day I have to work with this guy, and it's like 8 hours, 9 hours I have to spend with this person. So that hearing that one word of from him using like the foul language, it actually shifts my mood. Like I will have a bad day because like I heard him talking to someone, I heard him referring to someone with those words. I always remember what would happen if he used those words at me. So that's why it's really important to use positive language whenever we talk to anybody. When we have those positive words, when we use those positive affirmations to strengthen our bonds, it is like the culture would be fostering, like it will be growing, it will be always there would be an upward momentum, I would say.